Guys, I did a thing. It happened. I know, it happened, but I don't know what it is. I'm going through changes or something, but I've decided to switch from the ES to the NASDAQ. Yes, it happened. Welcome back. Thank you guys so much for being here. I appreciate you all so much. We are talking about switching from the NASDAQ to the ES, and I must say, I'm kind of excited about it, like it's been a while since I've just traded the NASDAQ and I'm excited for this journey. So part of the reason why I wanted to switch from the ES to the NASDAQ is I think the NASDAQ kind of just moves faster, and that could totally not work in our favor too, right? Because it could hit our stops faster. But I kind of want to give it a shot, like I'm kind of thinking like, maybe I want to try the NASDAQ. So your girl is switching from the ES to the NASDAQ. Yes, I am. And I want to know what you guys think. I want to know in the comments, do you guys trade the NASDAQ? Do you trade the Dow? Do you trade the ES? Do you trade Forex? Like, I want to know in the comments. Leave me a comment below. Let me know. And your girl is switching. We're going to try this for 3 months. So come May 1st, if I don't really like the NASDAQ, we're going to go back to the ES. But I just want to give it a try. Why not? We're switching it up. It's a new year. I mean, the NASDAQ moves faster. I kind of like that, especially because we only have like a small trading window. So I don't know. We're going to see. We're going to figure it out. But I want to show you guys a little bit about the NASDAQ right now and a trade that I would have liked to have gotten in. Unfortunately, I did not get into my trade this morning, but I just want to kind of show you guys some chart action and kind of show you what I was looking at. So let's get started. Because I want to make this video short, I'm going to start on the 1 hour time frame. So we have this 1 hour fair value gap down here that I wanted to see targeted and potentially reached to. Yesterday we had this like crazy move down after 4 p.m. It came into this 1 hour fair value gap at 4 p.m. and then we just moved lower. We also have this new day opening gap right here. So I marked that out. We kind of consolidated, traded to the high, like right to that low of the candle. So we kind of filled that new day opening gap in before ultimately moving lower. We see this like 1 hour order block. We traded back into that 1 hour order block, a little bit above it, but closing below that 1 hour order block low before moving down again. So this happened at 8:30. We had news at 8:30. So we were kind of seeing like what the news would bring at 9:30. We did not, in fact, take out this high. So I knew that this high and this high would probably be intact. So we didn't want to get into a buy. Today, we were looking for a short into this 1 hour fair value gap and the sell side liquidity down here. I'm going to drop down to the 15-minute time frame now. Perfect. So again, we kind of had this consolidation after this new day opening gap was created, consolidated during Asian session, came back up during London. We traded to that high before breaking down. We then came back up at 8:30, the pre-market, respecting this 1 hour order block beautifully, I might add. We closed below it, and then of course we came down. We then opened at 9:30. We had this small little kind of wick higher before moving down. So seeing this and seeing that we didn't fill in that opening range gap kind of gave me clues to, hey, we're probably going to go short. Like that's what we're looking for, is shorts today. So let's drop down to the 5-minute. Perfect. Again, at 9:30, we had that small move higher, taking out this small high right here before dropping down lower, breaking market structure. We were then kind of looking at this up close candle right here. We came back up into this kind of 5-minute order block, kind of consolidated, came back down. We then traded back up into this 5-minute order block, not quite trading back into that 5-minute fair value gap, which is unfortunate because I really wanted to get a sell in there. Obviously that didn't happen, but we use this 5-minute order block as our kind of understanding that, hey, we're gonna go lower off this 5-minute order block. So we just waited for a setup to form on the 1-minute time frame, but I just wanted to point out, hey, we have this 5-minute order block. Yes, we didn't trade into this 5-minute fair value gap, but that's not necessarily a bad thing, you know, like we could use it as a breakaway gap, so we weren't too concerned about that. Let's drop down to the 1-minute time frame. Beautiful. Again, we had this swing high at 9:30, taking out some buy side liquidity, never trading above that order block. So we knew that that was safe, that 1-hour order block, before driving down. We then came back up to the 50% of this range right here, right back into this range. We didn't quite make it into this 1-minute fair value gap. Again, totally fine. And then we started moving lower. Again, we have this down move here, this kind of displacement run, comes back up into that 5-minute order block. Also this small little 1-minute kind of order block as well right here, and this one right here, we trade back up into that before we have this displacement move lower. Right here was my entry. So we have that 1-minute fair value gap. Our stops are above the highs here. We trade back into it and then move lower right down to the consequent encroachment of that 1-hour fair value gap, which was my target on the day. So honestly, like, it moved pretty well. We didn't have too much retracement, like we didn't get back into this 1-minute fair value gap, which is fine. And then this area was our 5-minute fair value gap, so we didn't quite reach into that right here. But we did understand, hey, there's this 5-minute order block. Let's see if it respects it. It does. It breaks lower, breaking market structure. We then have this 1-minute fair value gap that we can enter in on. We do. And then the market moves down into the consequent encroachment of that 1-hour order blocks. So honestly, really beautiful trade. I'm kind of liking the way the Nasdaq moves again. Like, it's just a lot faster. It's nice because this trade right here is like a 1-to-2, so that's something else I'm looking for, is like those 1-to-2 risk to reward ratios. So I'm hoping to find a better risk to reward ratio on the Nasdaq. Whereas the ES, yes, we do have them, but it almost takes longer for it to get there. So I'm just kind of trying something new, you know, something fresh. Got to keep my mind, you know, active. So we're trying the Nasdaq. But that was our trade this morning. What do you guys think? Let me know. Again, are you trading the ES, the Nasdaq, the Dow? Are you guys trading Forex? Like, what has your experience been with the Nasdaq? If you're trading the Nasdaq, I'd love to know in the comments. So leave me a comment below. I hope you guys loved this video, and I will see you all tomorrow. Bye for now.